Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I want to welcome each of you to Patrick Henry Community College and to the Banquet to host the 2015 Division I NJCAA National Tournament. As you look around, you'll see the 12 best teams in the country sitting right here in one room, ready for action starting tomorrow. We're honored to have each of you all here as our guests this week in our community, working towards winning a national championship. But as we get started, I've got to thank a few people, and that's the people of Martinsville-Henry County, our sponsors. Our sponsors, number one, keynote sponsor, Bassett Furniture. Please give them a round of applause that make this happen. For nearly 2 years now, we've had a group of people that have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this happen as well. And if you're on the National Tournament Committee from right here in Martinsville-Henry County, please stand up and be recognized at this time. Lots of hard work and time have gone into seeing this happen here tonight and this coming week to host a first-class national championship. Second, I'd like to thank the partnership that made this happen. It was a three-tier partnership between Patrick Henry Community College, the Smith River Sports Complex, and the EDC's Tourism Department. Without those three entities working together to make this happen, this would not occur here today. So those three coming together collaboratively to make sure that you guys have this first-class opportunity on a first-class facility in a great community is what this is all about. And that's why we're so happy and proud to have you right here in Martinsville-Henry County this entire week. So one more round of applause for the partnership and teamwork. Next, I'd like to just personally thank those from the national spectrum. Jay Mirahoff is a region director, also the Division I men's soccer chair. Jay, if you would stand up and be recognized. Dr. Angela Godwin, president here at Patrick Henry Community College, serves as one of the 6 presidential reps on the NJCAA board. And I serve as the Region 10 Women's Director for Region 10 Remote Athletics here in Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. At this time, I want to introduce each team. If you'll stand when you're recognized, starting with Lewisburg College, who is led by Martin Dell out of the Southeast. Second is Tyler Junior College, led by Steve Clements out of the South. Third is Eastern Florida State College, led by Oliver 12 Trees out of Southeast. Fourth is Pima Community College, led by David Cosgrove out of the West. Fifth is Lewis and Clark College, led by Tim Rooney from the Central. Next is Jefferson College, led by Ricardo Garcia Jr. Followed by Schoolcraft College by Rick Larson of the North Central. Next is Iowa Western, led by Jordan Carver from the Great Lakes. Followed by Hill College by Paul Davenport from the Plains. Morton College, led by Juan Franco. Next is ASA New York College by Mike Grudge from the Northeast. And last but not least, Massasoit Community College, led by Hugh Estrella. So as you look around this room and prepare for the games to begin tomorrow, there are 12 teams from 10 different states across the United States gathered here to compete for a national championship, a thing that people dream about winning. I told somebody the other day, as as a longtime athletic administrator and with my colleagues at the Smith River Sports Complex and the EDC, as administrators, we dream about winning a national championship, but it's an honor to be here to host a national championship, again, to have you in our communities, and we welcome you. And at this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Angeline Godwin from Patrick Henry Community College.
I heard there was a winner in the house. Is there a winner in the house? We are delighted to have you on the campus of Patrick Henry Community College, and we welcome you to Southern Virginia. This is a wonderful week for you, and I will ask you to enjoy every single second of you. All of you players, if you've not already, let's take this time to thank your coaches, because it would not have been possible without their passion and love of the game that you sit here tonight. So can we give your coaches a round of applause? Gathered in this room for the NJCAA, and I say that on behalf of the presidential representatives from around the college states, the best of the best in Division I soccer sits in this room tonight. And we hope that you go out on the fields this week and play with class so that you're an example to all of those that are watching and those that will come behind you. And we ask you to go out and play with passion for your love of the game and your love of sports in general and the love of the camaraderie and the brotherhood that you have together. The relationships you are making today and the relationships you make on the field will be those of a lifetime. And years from now, you will think about these championship games and what you learned and what you experienced and the fact that you've gone through this together, and it will form a bond that will last you a lifetime. And then I'll ask you to go play with heart, that drive deep within you, that no one can put a tag on what your talents or what your skills are, but something that's much deeper than that. Go play with heart so you can be the inspiration for all those players today and for all those players tomorrow. Welcome to Patrick Henry Community College as we kick off this most wonderful national tournament. Thank you again for being here.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Ms. Jennifer Doss, the Director of Tourism from Martinsville, Henry County.
On behalf of the community of Martinsville and Henry County, Virginia, we are honored to host this prestigious tournament, but we are especially delighted to have you all visiting our community this week. I'd like to see a show of hands. How many of you, is this your first visit to Martinsville, Virginia? Wow, that's impressive. So I want to thank you for our returning visitors, but also for our newcomers. I want to extend a warm welcome to everyone. At your seats, you should have found a welcome bag for you tonight that has lots of great information about opportunities available to you this week. I'd like to draw attention to a few items in that bag for you briefly. First is an activity guide detailing more than 100 places to dine and shop in our community, our world-class museums and arts and culture scene, and our great outdoor recreational opportunities. We hope in between games you may be able to explore our community some. You'll find this guide to be very helpful during your visit. Our area businesses in our community are ready to welcome you and ready to serve you this week. In the bag, you'll find information on special discounts available to you with your tournament credentials, shuttle opportunities to take you to our shopping and dining districts, and the special events that are just for you this weekend. Finally, I'd like to draw your attention to a flashy pair of green sunglasses in your bag. I see some of you had already found them. In Martinsville and Henry County, we like to say there's so much to do that you'll have fun in record time. So this week, we'd love to see how you all have fun while visiting our community. Just put on the shades, snap a photo to your favorite social media, and tag it with Visit Martinsville. On Saturday at the championship game, we'll select the most creative winner, the most creative photo, to win a $100 Visa gift card. So good luck. Congrats on making it this far in the season. Good luck at the tournament, and we hope you enjoy visiting our community. We are delighted to have you all here. Thank you.
At this time, I invite Brian Henderson, Patrick Henry Community College's Athletic Director, to the podium to give our benediction.
So I'm pretty sure that since you guys have taken a long trip here, you all are ready to eat. So I know this is your favorite part of the show. So may we all please bow our heads together, please. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for allowing all of these administrators, these coaches, and student athletes to come together safe and sound here in Martinsville, Virginia, to prepare for the national championships. May you bless them as they play their hearts out in search of the championship and injury-free. May you bless the food that we're about to partake in, as well as the hands that prepared it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
At this time, we'll get back on track with our program for the evening, and I want to introduce you to Mr. Jimmy McGarry, the chair of the Smith River Sports Complex.
Thank you, Chris. I want to reiterate, I don't want to have to take any of this food home, so go get some more when you want it. This has been about a 2-year journey for a number of people who are in this room and who've worked really tirelessly to get this here. And the three-way partnership was mentioned before between Patrick Henry Community College, Martinsville Tourism Division, and the Smith River Sports Complex. And I'm really proud on behalf of the Sports Complex to be able to welcome you all to Martinsville, to the Smith River Sports Complex. We think you'll find the facilities top-notch. And I know that your play will match it, and that's what we're really looking forward to. We've got a lot going on this weekend. It's a big event for us. I do want to recognize the staff of the Smith River Sports Complex. 4 of them are here tonight, and I want to ask them to stand up, please. Billy and Houston and Lloyd and Patrick. You might want to look at them again, coaches, administrators, and players. If there's anything y'all need this week, we're more than happy to try to get it for you, and we'll do everything that we can. These 4 are leading the charge, but they got a lot of people working behind them and a lot of volunteers behind that as well. So we're looking forward to it. We're really happy to have everybody here, and we appreciate the partnerships with the college and with the tourism. And we appreciate the opportunity from the committee to host this great event, and it's going to be fantastic. And I just want to get to the soccer and welcome everybody once again. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening, Mr. Eddie White, Vice President of Human Resources for Bassett Furniture. Not only is Eddie the Vice President of Bassett Furniture, but he's also a former chair of the Patrick Henry Community College Board and has served tirelessly for Patrick Henry Community College on its board for a number of years. So please welcome Mr. Eddie White.
Good evening. Apparently when you're a keynote sponsor, keynote speaker also goes along with that. Chris didn't tell me that when he approached us a year ago, but I'm happy to be here. On behalf of Bassett Furniture, welcome to the Henry County and Martinsville, Virginia community. And as you've already heard, this is an exciting time, obviously, for everyone involved in this event. It goes without saying, how big the coming week is for the athletes and coaches, the college communities you represent, and your families. And also, this is a huge deal for us as well in this community. So congratulations again to Patrick Henry Community College, especially Chris Parker and Dr. Angela Godwin, Billy Russo and Jimmy McGarry of the Sports Complex, Jennifer Doss of the Tourism and EDC office, and many others for making this happen in our own backyard. And I will add that, having two children who've been involved in soccer for many years, one of whom still is, I've seen a lot of soccer venues over the years, but I can honestly say that none of them can hold a candle to the Smith River Sports Complex. It is where you'll be competing. It is truly a spectacular facility, and I know you're going to enjoy playing there. Well, I'm sure the question on everybody's mind is probably two questions. One is, who is Bassett Furniture? And number two is, what does Bassett Furniture have to do with college soccer? And that's a fair question, and frankly, we were asking the same question a year ago when Chris Parker first approached us with the opportunity to be the title sponsor. And after he explained the significance of this event for our community and how it would place Henry County and Martinsville on a national stage, we felt like a Bassett/National Soccer Championship partnership made sense for several reasons. And to explain, and while I've got a captive audience here, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about Bassett Furniture, plus, I'm proud of the company that I work for. And we were founded in 1902, about 15 miles down the highway that runs right past the sports complex where you'll be playing, and that's where our corporate office still resides to this day in the community of Bassett, Virginia. We also have two manufacturing facilities located in Henry County with total local employment of about 350 associates. We also have an upholstery manufacturing facility in North Carolina and another one planned to open next year down in Grand Prairie, Texas. So including our corporately owned retail stores, we employ over 1,600 associates in total nationwide. And in our more than 90 Bassett home furnishing stores, both Bassett owned and licensed, we're in 27 states where we offer free in-home design services and sell our custom upholstery and custom dining, bedroom furniture, and accessories. And we also have a partnership with HGTV, Home and Garden Television, that allows us to advertise the Bassett brand on a national basis. So now that you know a little bit about the Bassett Furniture, I'll explain why we think this partnership with the NJCAA works. As I said earlier, we've got 113 years invested in this community. And I've worked for Bassett for 31 years. I'm third generation Bassett. Our president and CEO, Rob Spillman, and senior vice president, Jeb Bassett, are both direct descendants of the founding Bassett family. So, our roots run very deep here, and we're connected to this area. It's our home, and we're involved, and we try to support it in as many ways as we can. So, we're keenly aware that what's good for this area is also good for Bassett Furniture. So, events like this allow us to showcase our home, our hospitality, our beautiful landscape, wonderful people, and many other resources that we're blessed with. We have a growing, thriving business, so when people see what we have to offer here through events like this one, it helps us in our recruitment efforts as we continue to add jobs to support our growth. Not to mention, it encourages our children to want to come back here to live and work, whether they work at Bassett Furniture or one of the other area companies. All right, so that's one reason. Secondly, as I just mentioned, we've got over 90 stores scattered across the country, so our national footprint is growing. There are teams from 10 different states represented here this week, and we have stores located in 7 of those states. Tucson, Arizona, Dallas, Fort Worth, Tyler, Texas, and Boston, Massachusetts are some of the places you'll find the name Bassett, all within a goal kick of several of these schools. So as a national company, it makes sense for us to associate ourselves with an event like this one. Third, and at the risk of sounding a little cliche-ish, but I can assure you that what I'm about to say holds true, none of you would have gotten here without commitment, dedication, battling through the tough times, teamwork, and most of all, plenty of hard work. And as I tell my 2 boys all the time, there is absolutely no substitute for hard work. And at Bassett, I can tell you from experience that our recent success is the product of the same things that brought each of you here this week. If you'll indulge me for just a second, I'll tell you another quick story about Bassett. But nearly 20 years ago, we decided that because the furniture business was changing so dramatically that if we were going to stay in business, that we needed to change the way that we did business. And specifically, that meant changing our core strategy from what we've been doing for over 90 years, which was a traditional manufacturer, wholesaler of relatively inexpensive furniture, And we changed from that into a manufacturer, importer, wholesaler, but most importantly for us, a retailer. And if that wasn't enough, we began the process of changing our product line to be more fashionable, customizable, and more expensive, which was not what the name Bassett had been known for all those years to the average customer. So basically, we totally reinvented our company and became what a lot of people like to call a 100-year-old startup company. As a retailer, we opened our first Bassett store in 1997, and frankly, we've learned a lot of tough lessons since then. But we battled through plenty of adversity. We've stayed committed, dedicated, and for the most part, our team has stayed together through the challenging times. In fact, the average length of service in our home office and plants is nearly 15 years. So we've got a loyal group of associates. And believe me, our team worked hard and continues to work hard. Long story short, our efforts are paying off. From 2010 to 2014, we've grown our business by 45%, and our sales this year will be somewhere north of $400 million. So we share many of the same traits that it takes to be successful. Finally, like you, we take great satisfaction in beating our competition. We keep score by measuring sales growth, profitability, and taking market share from the other guys. Winning is fun, right? You like to win. That's why you're all here. We like to win for our shareholders, our associates, and our community. So we thank Bassett and everyone involved with the 2015 NJCAA Division I National Championship have plenty in common. We're helping our community. We're on a national stage. We share the same traits: dedication, teamwork, a willingness to work through the tough times and hard work. And lastly, but certainly not least, we want to win. So from Bassett Furniture to the Apaches, Avengers, Aztecs, Hurricanes, Ocelots, Panthers, Rebels, Reavers, Titans, Trailblazers, Vikings, and Warriors, congratulations to all of you for being here. Good luck, stay safe, and have a great week in Henry County and Martin. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie, for those kind words and for Bassett Furniture stepping to the table to be our key sponsor this year. At this time, I'm going to ask Jay Miroff, the Division I NJCAA soccer chair, to join me here at the podium as we recognize some of our district coaches of the year, as well as a special guest we have here in attendance tonight.
Thank you, and I'd like to give a great thank you again to Patrick Henry Community College, Dr. Godwin, President of Patrick Henry Community College, and Chris Parker, Vice President of Institutional Affairs and Senior Athletic Administrator. This is something that takes a lot of planning and a lot of work every time we come together, and there's 146 teams that compete to get to this level right here today. Of those 12 that are here today, that's less than 10%. Everybody else is at home wishing they could be where you are. What we want to do is recognize those coaches that have been recognized as District Coaches of the Year based on their level of performance of their teams. Each year, the District Coach of the Year is awarded based on that tournament performance or high seed as they finish up. And starting with our first Central District Region coach, who is not in attendance tonight because his women's team is also at the National Championship, or National Tournament, Tim Rooney, Lewis and Clark Community College, Godfrey, Illinois. So if we could have somebody come up and accept the award for Tim. From the Great Lakes District, Jordan Carver, Iowa Western, Council Bluffs, Iowa. From the North Central District, Rick Larson, Schoolcraft Community College, Livonia, Michigan. Northeast District, Mike Drudge, ASA New York, Brooklyn, New York.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
The Plains District, Paul Davenport, Hill College, Hillsborough, Texas. From the South District, Steve Clements, Tyler Junior College, Tyler, Texas. From the Southeast District, Martindale, Lewisburg College, Lewisburg, North Carolina. And from the West District, David Cosgrove, Pima Community College, Phoenix, Arizona. So, as many of you have traveled from all over the country to get here, long ways, I know, you're sitting here ready to enjoy one of the most memorable times of your life. Some of you may go on and play at another level at four-year schools or even professionally and maybe experience this again. This will be one of those memories that'll last a lifetime for you. Please remember it, cherish it, and also remember to thank those people that help you get there. Not just your present coaches, but your youth coaches, your parents, and all those people that made it possible for you to get here. Lastly, it is important to remember the key elements of the game in which you enjoy so much to play. Play to that competitive spirit's highest level, compete to your fullest potential, and play hard. But win or lose, do your best to represent your team and your school at the highest level of sportsmanship. Show your respect to the game of all those that support it, your teammates, opposing players, coaches, officials, and spectators. What I'd like to do now is the Coaches Association has nominated and inducted two people special to this year's NJCAA Soccer Hall of Fame. First up is a player, Eddie Campbell, a standout attacker in 2008 and 2009 at San Jacinto College. As a freshman, Eddie helped lead the team to the NJCAA National Championship game against Yavapai College, where he was named to the NJCAA All-Tournament team. In 2009, he was named the NSCAA National Junior College Player of the Year. And after leaving junior college, he went on to Kentucky's Lindsey Wilson College to the NJCAA National Championship game and was also named to the All-Tournament team. He played a major role also playing in the PDL Austin Aztecs in their national championship team in 2013. So we would like to induct Eddie Campbell into the NJCAA Soccer Hall of Fame. Eddie is not present here tonight. Our next inductee is Jerry Siebert. Jerry was the head coach at Heston College in Heston, Kansas, winning 247 matches in his 23-year junior college career. His teams captured 12 Region 6 titles and was named Coach of the Year 8 times. 22 NJCAA All-Americans helped his teams become nationally ranked numerous times, including an appearance in this same tournament in 1972 when it was just a one-division tournament. He also coached after Heston Community College at Bethel College for 13 years and also 3 years with the women's program combining to put together another 120 victories. His wisdom and profound influence on his former players is highly respected among his peers, as he was nominated by Mike Pantaleone from Yavapai College. And we would like to present one of the crystal balls to Mr. Jerry Siebert.
Good evening. It's an honor to be here. I coached college soccer for 36 years, and the last time I coached a game was 10 years ago, and I thought, and for the most part, that chapter in my life was behind me, and here now with the nomination by Mike Pantaleone from Yavapai College for me to be in the Hall of Fame. All of a sudden, I'm having a rush of a lot of soccer memories again, and being at this banquet has also given me a rush, seeing all the athletes here, and I want to wish all the coaches and all the players a really good tournament. I'd like to recognize and thank some people who contributed to this moment, and Mike obviously is one of them. Coaches all know who Mike is, but a lot of you players maybe don't know Mike. Well, Mike has just won 7 national championships and been runner-up about five or more times. So he in his own, in fact, when I emailed him here the other day, he asked him how many years he's been coaching and how many games he's won. And he said he's won 574 wins, which is the all-time winningest coach in National Junior College history. So quite an honor. I want to give some thanks to the National Junior College Athletic Association organization. That is an organization that has provided a wonderful opportunity for thousands of athletes to play the games they love, for the love of the game and for the love of their playmates and teammates and nothing more. I might also mention the NJCAA sanctioned 4 trips that I took with my soccer team down to Argentina, South America. I'd like to give a special thanks to Mom and Dad, who supported my love of sports as a child growing up. Special thanks to my 4 siblings who were my playmates for all of our childhood backyard games. Special thanks to my wife sitting down here to the left, who is the best and ultimate cheerleader I could ever have. I also want to give special thanks to my 2 daughters, who sacrificed quite often for their dad's love of the sport of soccer and the work that he did with soccer. Special thanks to a cousin who was the son of missionaries in Argentina, South America, who really introduced me to the game of soccer. Want to thank the many super assistant coaches I've had and the many hundreds of special people who were my players. Some are who yet my very special friends, and obviously the friendships that we have are an important reward of the coaching profession. And an example of this friendship is I'm going to introduce a former player of mine, Bill Weaver, who played for me in 1970s, in the 70s, and he is now a medical doctor, lives in Charlottesville, Virginia. I drove in last night, stayed at his home. He and his wife are taking good care of me and reliving a lot of good memories there. I also want to thank a wonderful, supportive college community that I've been fortunate to be a part of, Heston College. Lastly, I'd just like to say I'm so grateful for the many people and the many experiences that I've been privileged to be a part of that have profoundly shaped and mentored me all of these years. To me, the concept of a self-made person is a myth. Without the support and the nurture that I have received from so many people over the years, my life would have not played out this way. I am most appreciative to have been selected for and now to be inducted into the National Junior College Soccer Hall of Fame. My special thanks to everybody.
Thank you, Jay. Congratulations again for that Hall of Fame induction. A couple notes I want to close on. If you look at your table, each one of you have one of these crystal balls that Jay is holding. That's one for each team to take back home. Whether your coach wants it or whether you want to take it to your athletic director or college president, that's completely up to you all. But we do have some cases for those because they are very breakable. So we will get you a case for that before you leave here. But that's your gift from Patrick Henry Community College and this community for this year's tournament. There's a couple other people in the room that I want to point out that have been integral in Patrick Henry's success, and I want to thank them for their commitment and sponsorship. One is Mr. Gary Collins down here in the front, one is Mr. Barry Nelson over here, and one is Dr. DeWitt House from the Harvest Foundation and formerly of Henry County Schools. So I want to thank those three individuals for their continued support. Head coaches, assistant coaches, we will have the coaches meeting in West Hall 227, which is the rectangular building straight across here with the flagpoles. Go directly upstairs into West Hall 227 for the coaches meeting. And all I can say to the student athletes are good luck and look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on the pitch.